everybody's gonna judge you. But who gives a shit if you don't judge you? Who cares?
Sometimes we forget why we're here. It's easy to fall off track.
Many years ago, in a land far, far away, there lived a king and his queen. One day, the king went out to the other lands to have a meeting with the other kings, and he left his wife at the palace. Now, the king knew that his wife was having an affair, but he still loved her. So before he left the castle, he told the knights, do not let her leave. If she leaves, do not let her back in. The king leaves. The wife, doing what she wants, she leaves the palace and she goes to her lover's place. Once she's done with him and he's done for her, she tries to go back into the palace. And what do the knights do? They don't let her back in. They say, we have orders from the king. We can't let you back in. So she goes back to her lovers, and he says, you can't stay here. The king will have me killed. You have to leave. Her last resort, not last, her next resort is to go to her best friend's house. Crazy thing, her best friend, hey, you can't stay here. If you stay here, the king's gonna know you cheated, and then my head is on the platter. So the only option the queen has left is to go through a back gate at the palace that's unguarded. Problem is, in order to get to this back gate, you have to go through the worst part of the town, where the crooks, the thieves, the rapists, the criminals, the murderers, all of them live here. But she has to get back in the castle before the king gets home. So she goes around back and she tries. She's raped. She makes it back to the palace. She tells the king what happens. He bans her from the castle. Done. Now, I can't remember that story exactly, but you get the gist. I heard that story in the 9th grade from my social studies teacher. Best teacher ever. The one question that she asked at the end of the story, who was wrong in this scenario? And if you want to tell me who you think is wrong, make a comment in the comment section below. When I was in this class, I always said that the queen was wrong. You shouldn't have been cheating. You shouldn't have snuck out. You got exactly what you deserved. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly who's wrong in this scenario. In this world, not even in this generation, years ago, hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, not even for women, victim blaming is a very serious thing that is taken very lightly. You don't have to be a woman who gets assaulted to be victim blamed. There are plenty of men who get assaulted and then get blamed. I've had friends who've gotten assaulted by women, and the only thing people say is, well, it's not assault. She was fine. She was cute. You should have liked it. It doesn't make any sense. And obviously, the main thing with women is you need to go out in groups. You need to watch your drinking. You need to watch what you dress. We always blame the victim when in reality, why aren't we actually blaming the person who did the crime? Rape is not an invitation. If I walk out the house naked, it's not an invitation. If I go drinking and I pass out, it's not an invitation. Okay? If I get in an Uber, it's not an invitation. If I go to a party, it's not an invitation. If, I don't know, I'm being a good Samaritan and I give somebody walking down the street a ride home because it's pouring rain, that is not an invitation. But in this day and age, it's always an invitation to blame the victim. And there's so much rape that goes on and so much assault that goes on that many times people don't know that they're assaulting. And I explain everything with stories. So here's another story. I had a friend, I'm not going to say his name. He told me the story, and to me, back in middle school or high school, I thought this story was fucking hilarious. I don't know why I thought this shit was hilarious, but I thought it was fucking hilarious. He was telling me a story how he was having sex with this girl. Sex is going great, whatever. Lights are off. He pulls out, he walks out of the room, he tags his friend in, and this girl doesn't know what's going on. And I was just thinking like, oh my God, you guys played her, she should have known, and da-da-da-da. And years later, now I'm just like, what the fuck was wrong with you? She got raped. And the sad part is, I'm pretty sure to this day, she doesn't even know she got raped. But I bet you if she was to tell that story, it would have been her fault. Because she should have known if he left the room and somebody else came in. She should have known if the penis size would have changed. At no point are we going to say, you shouldn't have swapped out and your friend shouldn't have been in there. I've never understood how victim blaming was so serious. Even with my own assault, I always victim blame myself. I always said I was at the wrong place, wrong time, trusted the wrong people. And it took years to get over the fact it was not my fault. And for those of you who have been through this, men, women, it's not your fault. I have a psychiatrist who subscribes my medication, and she told me it was my fault. Do I still see her? Yes. The only reason I still see her is because I've been through so many therapists and so many psychiatrists. I just don't want to go through another one, and I don't have to talk to her about my problems. I just have to say, hey, I'm doing good. I need a refill on X, Y, and Z. But the first time I met with her, she asked me to explain my situation, and I told her, and she was like, well, you shouldn't have been in the city with somebody who you barely knew, or you shouldn't have been hanging out with this person, when in reality, when I was raped, I was hanging out with somebody who I went to AIT with. So no, I didn't know them greatly, but it was like, I was in school with you for a few months, and then we just happened to end up at the same duty station. The sad thing is, in this world, not only do we victim blame, we horribly slut shame, especially women, because there's a double standard. It's your body's your temple, you gotta treat it a certain way, you can't give everybody a key. And I'll always ask this question, why can't I do what he does? He's a man, but I'm a slut, when we literally did the exact same thing. And the one thing I can't stand about slut shaming is, man, let me make it perfectly clear. Though I have not had any children, we can pop out a baby, our vagina goes back to size, and from what my friends tell me and what their husbands tell them, shit feels the same. Okay? You can fuck a man for 5 years, and guess what? Shit's gonna feel the same. So how dare you tell a woman that her shit's loose because she's had multiple partners? What is the difference between sleeping with 100 men and sleeping with the same man 100 times? Your vagina's gonna have the same amount of stretchiness. And another thing that a lot of you dumbasses don't know, the stretchiness of our vagina determines how comfortable we are with somebody. So the looser it is, the more comfortable we are with you. The tighter it is, we're not that comfortable with you. Don't know if you didn't know, but you really need to look it up. But in this world, there's going to be slut shaming, and there's going to be victim blaming. And the only thing you can do is take the proper precautions to protect yourself. I'm not saying dress like a Mormon. I'm not saying don't go out and drink. All I'm saying is protect yourself. So women in particular, if you're going to go out and drink, you don't have to go out with the friend. Is it recommended? Yes. Is it safer? Yes. But I personally gone out to drink by myself. If you're going to go out to drink by yourself, I would recommend you either have a friend pick you up and drop you off. And if you don't have anybody to pick you up and drop you off, you can still drink, but don't drink to the point where you're going to be falling on your ass, because at the end of the day, if you go out by yourself, you're by yourself, and you have to protect yourself. You just have to do what you have to do to protect yourself. You can go out and do that. If you want to go out and wear a crop top and booty shorts, by all means, go out and wear a crop top and booty shorts. But it sucks because not everybody likes to be social, and some people just like to wind down and go out and be by themselves. We are stronger in numbers, and we have to protect ourselves. We have to protect our sisters that we see anywhere else that we feel as though that their life is in danger. And same thing with guys. Guys get roofied, okay? Guys get drugged. Guys get raped. And I think the victim blaming for a man is so much worse, because if you come out and say you were raped, nobody's going to believe you. Because the first thing is, how'd you get an erection? First of all, it's a bodily function. Some men just get erections. Now, not to mention, I've read stories of men being raped because Not only were they roofied, a Viagra was dropped in there. We need to understand that it's okay to come out and share your story. It's okay to tell the cops. It's okay to go to court. But we also need to throw it out there. It's okay if you don't. If you don't want to tell the cops, if you don't want to file a report, if you just want to go to therapy or get your physical done and move on with your life, nobody has the right to tell you that you can't do that. One of my main problems is when I came out to one of my friends, they mentioned to me, well, what if they do it to somebody else? Or what if they hurt somebody else? And a part of me felt so guilty. Because the guilty factor of, well, if I go ahead and file the report, I can possibly get you off the streets. But let's be real, I'm in the fucking army. Okay? You file a report, they're either going to get kicked out of the army or they're going to get moved to a different duty station. There's so many cases where guys and girls just, especially if their unit likes them, they'll either uproot you or they'll uproot them. And then another part of me felt guilty because it was like, fuck them. Fuck them. Okay? Maybe they'll get out of it. Or maybe they should be more careful like I should have been careful. Now, I don't know why I made this video, but I really been wanting to make this video. It's a simple video. It's just straight to the point. Stop victim blaming. It's never the victim's fault. Stop slut shaming. There's no such thing as a slut. We are in 2019. If you want to fuck till you fuck, by all means, fuck till you fuck. Everybody's going to judge you. But who gives a shit if you don't judge you? Who cares? People are going to dress the way they want to dress. They're going to act the way they want to act. They're going to sleep with who they want to sleep with. They're going to do what the fuck they want to do. Protect yourself in the process. Because, let's be real, there's no thing as accidentally raping somebody. A rapist is always a rapist. So, and I wish this upon nobody, but if it happens to you, it's never your fault. Because you could wear sweatpants, a skirt, short, bathing suit. A rapist is going to rape. Point blank, period. A rapist is going to rape. They're going to do what they do to make them feel in power. And that's the shit part of it. They're going to do what they want to do to make them feel like they're the man or they're the woman to put themselves in control. So now we're talking about slut shaming and victim blaming. Let's talk about fucking pedophiles. Especially, I guess I can speak for the African American community. It is very serious and it's very sad. Parents, stop protecting your boyfriend, your girlfriend, the auntie, the uncle, the godparent. Stop leaving your kids with just anybody because you like them or you trust them or they put it down on you. Stop it. Because lives are being fucking ruined. People are killing themselves. People are growing up with PTSD, anxiety, depression. And in the black community, therapy is bullshit, okay? We don't get to get therapy. When I tried to get therapy, my mom told me I have clothes on my back, food on my stomach, and a roof over my head. And guess where I couldn't go? Fucking therapy. I joined the army. You know what I got? PTSD, anxiety, depression. I have a personality disorder and I have adjustment disorder. Pretty sure I had at least one of these before I joined the army. Stop protecting. Little boys, if you're watching this, if you were 11, 12 years old and your fucking 15, 16-year-old babysitter took your virginity, that bitch is a pedophile. She has no right to be touching you. You should not even be engaging in an act like that. No right. And personally speaking, females, you were 15, 16, 11, 12, whatever. That nigga who's over 18, if you're 11, he's 16. If you're 16, he's 20. He doesn't think you're more mature. He doesn't think you act right for your age. None of that shit. And I've even seen a post that said, women his age just know he ain't shit. No, he's a fucking pedophile. Point blank, period. He likes fucking girls younger than him. And guess what? When you get a little bit older, he's going to toss your ass to the curb and get another one. How do I know? Because when I was 15, 16, I was sleeping with somebody that was 20, 21. Manipulated. Why? Because I had low self-esteem. I didn't have any confidence, and he saw that. He knew that. I told him how old I was. If he messaged me on fucking MySpace or when Facebook first came out, I told him how old I was, and he's like, well, we don't have to tell anybody. And I was like, oh, okay, he's older. Let me see if I can get with that. No. It was, he manipulated me. He tried to get me pregnant. He tried to throw out my birth control. He tried to make me move to another state with him. I was 16 fucking years old and he was going to move me to another state. Luckily, I wasn't that dumb and I was a little bit smart to be like, all right, this isn't safe. This doesn't make sense. And the sad part is not too many girls or boys, because I'm sure there are boys in this exact same situation, not too many of them have the mentality to be like, there's something wrong with this. And even back then, I didn't think of him as a pedophile. I was like, I'm mature for my age. I can hang with him, but he wasn't taking me on dates. We weren't boyfriend and girlfriend. He wasn't he wasn't picking me up from school. He wasn't buying me anything. He snuck into my house to fuck me. He snuck me out of my house to fuck me. And I didn't realize he was a pedophile until a year or two ago, until I got on Facebook. Mind you, I was 15, 16. He was 20, 21. So a year or two ago, I get on Facebook. I'm 23 now. His face is plastered on Facebook. He's almost in his fucking 30s for fucking a 14-year-old. 14. Almost 30 fucking a 14-year-old. All because we think that they see something in us. Baby girl, you can be as mature as you want to be, as smart as you want to be. That man don't love you. He don't give a shit about you. He cares about how he can manipulate you and what he can get from you. And as a community, Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, we need to come together and we need to protect our youth. We need to protect each other. We really do. I'm not even a parent. Parents, you need to be the system. Your child needs to know that they can come to you. Stop telling your child, and I'm going to say it again, especially in the Black community, stop telling your child they can come to you whenever they need something, and the moment they come to you, you fucking flip. What is the point of telling me if I need something, I can come to you? If I need a shoulder to cry on, I can come to you. And the moment I try to use that pass, I try to, Mom, this is what's going on, it's a problem. Prime example, because my life is an open book, because I'm sure somebody out there is going through this or has been through this. I just want you to know you're not alone. Prime example, when I was 17, I had a boyfriend. We were the same age. He was 19. My mom said it was okay because I turned 18 like a month or two after we met. He cheated on me. Point blank, cheated on me. Cheated on me without using a condom. And him and I didn't use condoms. So when his family came to me and told me I broke up with him, and the first thing I did was I went to my mom, because my mom knew I was having sex. She found out like 2 years prior I was having sex. Yes, I was 15, whatever. And I went to her, Mom, can we go to the clinic? Can we go to Bragg? So-and-so is cheating on me and I want to get tested. And she says, well, are you guys using condoms? I said, well, sometimes we use them, sometimes we don't. And that was the scenario, but most of the time we didn't, because I was on birth control. And she flipped shit. I got cussed out, everything. And guess what? I never went to the clinic. And I'm very grateful that I never caught anything, because I couldn't do anything until I turned 18. I didn't get tested until I turned 18 when I joined the Army. We need to be there for each other. And if you can't go to your parents and you know that you have a cousin, a brother, a sister, a niece, a nephew that can't go to their parents, you need to be that source of support that they can go to. Now, that's all I have to say. Like, seriously. Stop the victim blaming. Stop the slut shaming. Stop the molestation and pedophilia, okay? Babysitters, stop sleeping with the fucking 4th grader. Baby girl, he don't love you. Now, back to the story. Hope you guys wrote in the comment who you thought was wrong. Like I said, when I was in the 9th grade and I heard that story, I straight up said the wife was wrong, when in reality, the rapist was wrong. Okay, she cheated. She didn't deserve to get raped. She didn't. I don't give a fuck what she did, to a certain extent. Who deserves that because they cheated? You cheated, so I'm going to take something from you. I'm going to take your pride away from you. I'm going to take your self-esteem away from you. I'm going to take your joy, your light, your happiness, your fucking world. No. And if you commented, don't go change your comments, but if you commented anything besides the rapist, you're wrong. And I'm not mad at you because, again, I heard this story in the 10th grade. But if you're my age or older than me, you're dead fucking wrong. You should never be blaming the victim, okay? So stop saying, oh, well, she got raped because she was walking the street late at night. He got raped because he went home with the wrong girl. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. This needs to stop. This is 2019. There is no reason we should still be blaming the victim. There is no reason we should still be shaming people. There is no reason we should be protecting the pedophiles and the molesters. Okay? No fucking reason. And there is no reason somebody in their 20s should be even communicating with somebody in high school, middle school on a sexual level. No, the only reason I can think of is if you're 18, 17, 18. The only fucking reason I can think. No reason. But that's all I got for you. I haven't posted in a while. I don't like posting unless I'm inspired and passionate, and that shit's been speaking to me for like 4 or 5 days, and I had to get it off my chest. If you want anything else for me to talk about, like I said, I like to do passionate shit. I like to do videos with my man. You guys think of anything like that, please comment below. If you know somebody who's going through something, who's working through something, who doesn't know where to turn, who doesn't know who to talk to, who thinks that they're alone in a situation like this, please share this video. Okay? Message me if you need to talk. I will link in the description my IG, my Etsy, and Facebook. If you ever need to message me, I promise you, I will listen. I will not turn you away. We may be in a different time zone, but I'm gonna listen. I speak English. Don't comment in any other language. Come to me. I'll be here. I swear to God, I'll be here. Thanks.